Hello, girls. Welcome, or girls, guys, gays, days, everybody. Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, I don't know, today is gonna be something different. Because, guys, I like to talk. You know, I'm a talker. I like to chit chat. I like to yap. It's my thing. It's my niche. But we're gonna kind of like do segments, almost like topics and whatever. It's like a podcast, but not really a podcast, because I don't know. I feel like my little laptop diaries that the world may never see is kind of like my little podcast. So I don't want to confuse the two. But yes, so I'm gonna be doing my makeup because I feel like it. I feel like doing a full beat today. And I just wanted to chit chat with you guys because, yeah, some big sister advice. Or some girl advice. I don't know. Just some advice. Like, not even, bruh, fuck it. Just some advice, period. Like, I feel like anybody can take away from what, like, I want to say. So, oh, I think my BAIIII, my Shayla back. I'm on the phone with my best friend. BAIIII. Guys, I love all my best friends. They are wonderful people. But anywho, today we're gonna be talking about kind of like comfort zone, and more so just like yapping and like giving advice. It's more so just also me kind of giving myself advice as well. Let's get started. First thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna do my base, which is I use these two foundations. I forget which one this one is, but hello, it's the NARS one. And then I also I mix it with the Fenty Skin Tint. Don't mind that it's dirty. Grabby Mrs. Worldwide, I travel, so they get dirty. So basically I'm going to be talking about like stepping out of your comfort zone, or like also being put like outside of your comfort zone for work related things, and also just like being in a space where you don't identify with your past self and how to navigate that. Yes, this is a good topic, guys. So recently I did a photo shoot. I'm gonna put in the pictures here. Absolutely loved the photo shoot. I had such a great time. It was definitely an amazing experience, and I worked with some really amazing people, and overall, like I said, 10 out of 10 for sure experience. I will say that the photo shoot itself did definitely take me outside of my comfort zone, because I haven't really dressed or done anything alternative since maybe like 2020, I want to say, or not 2020, but I want to say between 2020 to 22. So for about 2 years I was super duper alternative, and I was very, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I was a very unhappy person, because I was like I had a weird home life, which if you know, you know, if you don't, you don't. But I had a lot of stuff going on at home during that time, and I was just very sad, like, all the time. And I feel like the only happiness I had was through, you know, my alternative style and like expressing myself or whatever. So whenever I'm like put back into my alternative style, it's just like, it's a little jarring, because I get a lot of different memories and a lot of mixed feelings. Anyways, for the photo shoot, I was kind of in this like black and red attire, which honestly does fit me right now, because I'm in my red era. If you see my Instagram, you would know I'm in my red era, guys. But it definitely, I don't know, it definitely took me out of my comfort zone a little bit, and it kind of made me a little, not uncomfortable in front of the camera, but it did make it quite hard to just kind of be myself on the camera and feel like 100% confident in what I was doing, because I didn't feel like myself. And I think when you do work, it's great. Like, I got great advice from Emmanuel, which is the creative director of the photo shoot that I was working on and a part of. He was like, you're just acting, like, you know, you're acting, like, yeah, like, maybe you don't identify with this right now, but like, you know, you're just portraying an image. And I'm like, ugh, he's so right. You know, I'm portraying an image of, you know, what people want of me in this moment for this photo shoot right now. You know, doesn't mean that I have to fully identify with it, but you know, gotta get the job done at the end of the day. So I don't know, it was great advice, and I was just, you know, thinking about that, and I was trying to figure out like why did I feel so like out of character when I was doing that. And when I was like really sitting down and thinking about it, it's because like, guys, I haven't really had an alternative style in years, you know, and it just took me out of my comfort zone. And that's okay. It's like these things happen. You're gonna have to experience like, or like I want to say like face different phases of your life that you no longer like resonate with, or that like kind of like no longer speak to you. But you have to act the part. If it's like work related, like if you are a model or a creative director, or if you're like anywhere in the entertainment industry, it's kind of your job to act the part. So yeah, it was definitely an interesting experience to like experience that, because like I did, after a while I got comfortable and I got more confident, but I will say in the beginning it was not easy, girl. I was like a deer in headlights in front of the camera, and it was so, I don't know, it felt weird. But yeah, it's like okay, is what I'm basically trying to say, is that it's okay. It's pretty normal for people to go through stuff like that, especially like with having to face old versions of yourself. I learned that like it's okay. You're gonna change a lot throughout your life, and you're gonna be constantly shifting and becoming a different person often. So it's like you're gonna face old versions of yourself that you no longer identify with, and you just have to be okay with it. I don't know why it was so jarring for me in the moment, but it was. I was having a like mini identity crisis like when I was like preparing for the show. I was like, do I even look good? Girl, yes. But yeah, I don't know. It was, like I said, it was still a great experience, but we have to do better at facing our old selves, and that includes me. Like, it's okay. Sometimes it's jarring, and sometimes it's like a blast from the past. It definitely felt like that. I definitely said that in my vlog, but it's okay. These things happen. Hello, dear. Braylon's out of the shower right now.
I'm cleaning you.
I'm talking to the vlog.
Oh my gosh, can I say hey?
Yeah, hold on, let me. It's just a little bit of. Oh Jesus. Braylon. Okay. Yeah, more like a jump scare. They are scared.
I'm moisturized.
It's the blue eyes. The blue eyes scare them. It scares me. Deep down in my soul, she's looking into my soul. I definitely feel like it was a learning experience though, because when obviously he was like, you just need to act. I was like, oh, he's so right. So I think it'll definitely help me later on with like other shoots that I have to do. Like I'll feel more confident because it's not necessarily me. It's just what I need to portray in that moment, and not necessarily like who I am as a person. Yeah. I don't know. It was so weird in the moment. This might not even be a struggle for other people, but it definitely was something that I had to like, I was like, oh, wait a minute, sir. Hold on. Like, you know, I think a lot of the times because we change so much, we constantly kind of have like a fixed idea of who we are, which is fine. Like it's obviously great to know who you are as a person, but I also feel like we should not categorize ourselves too like strictly, because we are ever-changing beings. Like we are so ever-changing. I feel like the person, I don't even resonate with the person I was last year. So it's like we're constantly in a state of change. Change is everything in this world. So to not hold too tight onto that like construct is probably the best, especially if you're like a creative or if you make creative content and stuff like that. Just change with your content. I feel like people be afraid to change with their content, but change with your content. I know I've changed from when I first started making content. So, but yeah, I don't know. Kind of said a lot of all I want to say, really. I don't know. I have to think more. But for the meantime, right now I'm drying my concealer down. The concealer that I use is, it's a High Glam concealer by Natasha Denona, I think. That's how you say it. And then the other one is just e.l.f. Just a cheap e.l.f. one. Probably got it from the drugstore. It's my holy grail. I like mixing cheap makeup with high quality makeup because it gets the job done. Well, yes, it does. It gets the job done. It gets the job done. Or whatever Chapel said. This is actually the slowest I've done my makeup because normally when I do my makeup, I'm in a rush or I'm late to some event. Me taking my time with each step is rare. So I kind of like this. I kind of like that I'm taking my time because I have time today. I'm done getting philosophical. I'll talk to y'all when I have my full beat done. Editor Jada here. I just wanted to add something to this as well. I genuinely feel like, because I don't know if I like made my point very clear, because I feel like I expressed two different concerns, which is like, you know, how to like dealing with a version of yourself that you don't identify with anymore, but also like still being fluid and to not like hold yourself in a box. I definitely feel like the approach that I'm trying to get like to kind of like sum it together and like make a whole perspective is that for me personally, I just feel like it's okay to identify with multiple versions of yourself, like, and to not hold so much like weight on this is not a third. Obviously, like, you know, as you get older and as time goes on, like, you know, you change, your morals change, your beliefs change, like, because of like life experiences, and with all of that, you change as a person, you know, whether that be good or bad. And I think the point that I'm trying to get at is that I'm moving into a place in my life where I'm okay, like, identifying and associating myself with all versions of myself, all of my interests, all of my passions. And like, even though, you know, a lot of them were more prominent in the past and stuff like that, I'm not as like strict about who I am in the moment and that being like my thing, you know, just like sticking to, well, I've changed as a person and this is that and a third and this is who I am now, and just being more fluid because life is ever changing. And I know this is like probably not even like a second thought to a lot of people. Like, it's not even like something that occurs, like people just do this naturally. But I think for me, because of like my life experiences and stuff like that and everything I've gone through, I feel like everything has like happened in phases. So it's like I move, like as these things change in my life, I also change naturally. And it's like a lot of the times I associate who I am with that time period, if that makes any sense. I'm like trying to, like, this is so like big brain, like I'm trying to like make it make sense, but I don't know. All I'm trying to say is that don't hold yourself to being one small thing. Like, you can be every version of yourself, refined again and again and again. Don't limit yourself to one set way of how you're supposed to be, or like, you know what I mean, like as you change, like I don't know, because I said in the video at the time, I will agree, I think at the time in the video I definitely think that I wasn't in my alt era, but she forever lives in my heart, babe. Like, you don't understand, pitter patter, like I will never not be alt, like it is a part of me. And I think like facing that, I don't know why it was so hard in the moment, but it's really not hard now. I just think I was going through a lot during this time when I had made this video, because this was made like a couple months ago and I'm just not editing it. Leave me alone. So I was just like kind of low-key having an identity crisis. But now I'm very like, I'm good, guys, I swear. Like, I'm good. Like, my head is screwed on tight and whatnot. I definitely feel like the concept that I'm speaking about in the video, I definitely have a better grasp on and actively like do in my daily life today. Like, I am very comfortable with all versions of myself and all of my interests and my alternative side, my spiritual side, my holistic, natural, only baddie side. Like, there's just so many different versions. I feel like the things that I say, there's a lot of layers to it, and I accept all of my layers, and all these things make up who I am as a person, and that's beautiful. I don't need to pick one and go with that. Like, I can be every version of myself. And again, I'm gonna say this again, I know this is probably not even a thought to most people, but you know, it's just me. Like, this is my life, and that's kind of like how I think, I guess. So it's just like, I was like, well, why don't I share? There has to be at least one person who understands what I'm feeling right now. But anyways, back to the video. My bad. Okay, guys, this is the final beat. Oh my gosh, I haven't done a beat in a month of Sundays, because you know where I've been since school ended? Work. That's all I have ate, slept, and breathed the past few weeks. But I'm actually going to work tonight, actually. But I just wanted to do a beat because it's a shame to be a baddie and to not have a beat on. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little segment where I just kind of like chit chat, talk about shit. I probably will do it more. Just cause, I don't know, I like to talk, and I feel like sometimes I can be a little philosophical, and I like talking about stuff like that. But yeah, I love you guys. I hope to see you guys next time in my next video. Bye.